Hey everybody, today something a little different. We are not brewing, we are cooking, and I am going to try to make a New York style chopped cheese sandwich. Now, I don't know anything about, here, let's turn that off. I am not a New Yorker. I don't have any extra authority over this at all. What we're doing here is we're browning the hoagie buns that we'll use. Apparently you need to use hoagie buns. I've just read about it. I somehow got alerted to it, and to me it reminds me of when I heard about Cincinnati chili. It just sounded like something that would be fun to try. Basically it's like a hamburger, but on a hoagie bun, and just sort of cooked up a little bit of a different ways. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this, and apparently in 1999 this guy named Frankie Frank created this thing, and now it's become kind of a popular New York thing. I just wanted to try my hand at it, so here we go. You start with your ground beef, a couple different colors here because I was just mixing a couple of different packages. You put some salt on there. After I flip it, I'll add the onions. Apparently this is, here, keep filming. Apparently this is, this adobo seasoning is one of the key seasonings that is part of this whole thing. There's also a couple of other ones that I do not have. I don't know where you get them. But we're going to do the adobo seasoning in a bit, and we'll continue on from here. Alright, so this has been going a couple minutes. These are going to get all chopped up, but not quite yet. So we're going to do this, and they do some liberal seasonings from what I've seen. So we'll just give that a good dose. And then we're going to add some onions, and they'll get all cooked up once it all gets chopped. And I'll give it probably a minute here, and then I'll start doing the chopping. And we'll show that in a minute. So on the videos I've seen, they have these two nice choppers and they just start chopping, and you can imagine what that's like. I have this one dumb spatula, so we're gonna do our best. So I'll keep chopping and cooking, and then we'll do the next step.
We're rolling.
So this sandwich utilizes the American cheese. So in that sense, it's kind of like a smash burger if you use that type of cheese for the smash burgers. How I've heard this described is this will start melting, but then you keep chopping and keep stirring. And I'll probably be able to do that in a second here. You can see it's already getting melted. And then it sort of just starts to bind everything together. And you get this cheesy, meaty, savory, spiced mess. Oh yeah, this is just going to go real quick, isn't it? And this is all cooked already. So yeah, this is kind of looking approximately like I've seen. Maybe I've seen it cheesier, but I think for our purposes, the 4 pieces is good. So I'm going to kill the heat, and we'll get the buns ready. So we've got the boy here, Mr. S. He's the cameraman today. I've seen it where they do the mayo and the ketchup, so we're going to give a little treatment here. Ooh, look at that fancy action. And then I'll do mine, and then we'll get some meat on there. Alrighty. I might have made more of this than we can use, but that's alright. We'll save some. Now I think I've seen it where if you're getting this in the bodega and you're hitting the streets, they would wrap it up. Obviously we don't have a need to do that right now, but we will do the final touches. In fact, just keep it rolling, keep it rolling. I'll do mine and then you can do yours. Thinly sliced tomato and chopped lettuce is the order of the day. And we got it like that. Now what they do is they wrap it and then they cut it. If I can cut this thing, and then they go like this, and that's what you got. We'll get in here too. It's probably gonna be a mess. I mean, it's yummy.
Pretty good.
It kind of tastes like a smash burger. There you go. It's gonna be messy. I can see why having it wrapped and then peeling the wrapping down and eating it would make it a little easier, but there she be.
What would you give it out of 10?
Comment away if you've ever made this or had it. 10. What would I give it out of 10? 9 out of 10.
Alright.